pine trees. In Lake Tahoe, crystal and building cottage, chalet. Big pine trees. In Lake Tahoe, Crystal Air, 199 Crystal Air Drive, Lake Tahoe, California. With my children, with all children, Beverly and my children, Elaine, Ming Ming, Ricky, and Rona. So Richard Elfin, now they're paddling the boat in Lake Tahoe. Boy, the water looks pretty rough. Not Lake Tahoe. Leaning, paddling the boat. A little squirrel. No wonder. Wonder will we will. Goodness. Looks kind of scary. Lake Tahoe, right? Lake Tahoe, California. With a lot of claws. I was walking in the woods.
Easy KD, Easy 104.
Tonight I'm gonna break away, just to wait.
With the children and my wife. Now we got another new car, which is the red car, a red Buick Regal, 1973 model. This was 1973 Lake Tahoe building our new chalet. What we did was we ordered the subcontractors to build foundation for us. Then we finished the interior. This is part of the Lake Tahoe. We went to Fallen Leaf Lake, Lake Tahoe. Lake, near the smaller lake next to Lake Tahoe. Ming Ming carrying the camera case.
And one great love song after another.
Yes,
on
Beverly Year.
KNOB. Well, that just finishes up another hour for us, but we have
1973.
Next half hour of non-stop love songs slated to go. Good afternoon to you. Hope you're getting excited as we count down the hours toward that New Year's Eve and that new year coming up in the next few hours. So get excited and
right now we
get you closer and closer to New Year's
1960.
We have those love songs coming up. Don't go away.
There's no substitute for experience, especially in the world of sports. And during the past 12 months, veteran athletes
we're covering this movie
over and over again.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Day. The sports staff of the Los
December 31st, 1986.
And shows you why 1986
I'm copying
the old sport. In a special
movie onto the tape.
We'll review some of the great moments that were supplied this year by the senior citizens of the sports world.
And,
like Jack Nicklaus taking the Masters, Bill Shoemaker capturing the Kentucky Derby, Don
This time
Sutton
we
posting his
have
300th win,
Beverly's
and dozens of
friend
other
visiting
instances
us.
where old-timers demonstrated
Lake
you
Tahoe,
don't have to be young to be a winner.
1973.
It's a colorful look at some of the year's most notable achievements in sports, and an entertaining treat for any sports fan. The year of the old sport, a special bonus sports section tomorrow in the Times, the Los Angeles Times. We're there for you every day.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in on Wednesday afternoon as we play and listen to the love songs together.
And my wife's friend,
due to some circumstances beyond her control,
Kathy,
gave me a call early this morning. I was trying to fortify myself for tonight.
My brother Pete was visiting us for the third time.
Out of a stupor, I said, sure. Why not? I'll come on in. And so I'm here to play the love songs for you all this Wednesday afternoon, this New Year's Eve day. Richard Navarro here to take care of you. Hi, how are you? We have love songs. Yes, we do. A half an hour of non-stop love songs. In fact, we lead it off with Michael McDonald on K-Dot.
Elaine's walking up, moving Elaine. And now it's at home again, cutting turkey. Cutting turkey. It's me cutting turkey. Ron, yeah, long hair. Yes, Elaine. Elaine and I cutting turkey. 1973. Turkey cutting ceremony. Elaine is using an electric turkey cutters, electric knife, cutting the turkey.
There's David Gates and Brad. It don't matter to me. Easy music for you on KBIG. And we heard Crazy Love just ahead of that. Sang also Barbra Streisand, Coming In and Out of Your Life. And Old Girl with Shy Lights from 1972 started the set for us. It's 1 o'clock now on KBIG. In the 40s.
It says 1 o'clock.
They say demand's knowledge doubled every 20 years.
1 o'clock.
In the 50s, every 10.
Let me see what the time
Today,
is.
the information inventory doubles in as little as 5 years. At National University, we decided
1
there's
o'clock.
so much more to learn.
And
There must
also,
be a better way to teach. A format that allows more concentration, a tighter focus. So at National
1
University,
p.m.
you don't take 5 courses at one time. You concentrate on a single course. And that subject doesn't take 4 months to complete. It takes just 1. National University. Because today, more than ever, it's not how much is taught, but how much is learned.
There's no substitute for experience, especially in the world of sports. And during the past 12 months, veteran athletes proved the value of experience over and over again.
December 31st, 1986.
The sports staff of the Los Angeles Times looks back at the year just passed and shows you why 1986
No,
will be
in Lake Tahoe.
the year of the old sport. In a separate section, you'll review some of the great moments that were supplied this year
building the chalet
citizens of the sports world.
in Lake Tahoe.
Jack Nicklaus taking the Masters.
Here I was hitchhiking a car ride.
Don Sutton posting
There we go,
his
2 cars
300th
up
win,
there.
and dozens of other instances where old-timers demonstrated you don't have to be young to be a...
So we drove both cars, 1973 Buick and the 1971 Buick LeSabre to Lake Tahoe. Snowing hard, yet we were building the new house there. Of course, right now they are just riding the snowball. The 3 children, 4 children, all 4 of them. Rana, the baby. This is Hsia-Ti and Phil visiting us in Lake Tahoe. Now it's summertime now. Last one was winter, but this section was taken in the summer. Back home to Westminster, California. We were doing some painting, repaint the house. Was Elaine and Ming and the friends painting the house. The one standing there, oh here's Arlene and Stephanie. All helping us. And Valerie was there too. A house painting party in Westminster, California. 15461 Baza Street, Westminster, California. The children are now painting the house. The film was copied December 31st, 1986, but the actual painting taking place back in 1974, so about 12 years ago. When Ron was still a tiny little boy, a 14-year-old kid, or maybe even younger than that. Maybe Rana was only 10 years old. In that case, it would be 1970. No, 1970 we bought the house. So it would have to be a few years after that. Here's a 1962 Chrysler. Mr. Mandak is painting his house. Here's Elaine and Rick Kwan. That's our next door neighbor.
FM 98 KNOB. I want to know what love is. That's Foreigner, Mick Jones, and Lou Graham from 1985. As we slide right into the 2 o'clock hour for Wednesday afternoon. Here's a classic love song, Dionne Warwick. You'll Never Get to Heaven. FM 98 KNOB.
Early 1970s. In our new house. 15461 Baza Street, Westminster, California. Beverly Pamela Year, all dressed up, on the way to a party. Beverly and Rachel Elfin, Rachel and Mama on the way to a party. sweet boy, Richard Elfin Ye. Here's Ricky again. We're driving a 1971 car. This could be still only 1971, 72. Back in 1971 and 1972. With all 1967 white Chrysler still there. And also the even 1962 Chrysler is still there. This is Hsia-Ti. Where Ricky and Ming Ming will be going there. Ron must be only about 11 or 12 years old. Every year, try out a computer terminal. Or 3 p.m. December 31st, 1986. We're taping this movie. This was taken on the beach. Was leaning, fighting the car must be. That's Lena. Lena on the beach. Lena with her bathing suit on the beach. This must be 1980, 1972. Summer 1972. Ming Ming wrestling with Colin Jr. Colin Jr. Ming Ming on the beach, 1972. Summer 1972. Mimi and Ronnie driving Lotus. Mimi and the Rock Oxnado driving a Lotus, and that could be 1973 now. Maybe it's 1973. Beach Sing, 1973. Judas Lane and Colin and Jr. and Ron and Lena. Elaine is pulling somebody. 1973. Summer 1973, Huntington Beach, California. Some beach girls. Rana Ye, Lina Yuan, Beverly Pamela Ye. Huntington Beach, California, 1973. Maybe there was a midget. The girl is walking backwards. Here's Elaine walking backwards. Elaine walking forward. The girl is walking backwards. Here's Lena. And Elaine. Lena walking backwards. Looks like Elaine's friend. Lena. Bathing suit. Elaine's best lady, man. Summer 1973. In California, Huntington Beach, California. Beach party. Judas Lane, Lina Yuan, Judas Lane, yeah. And some other beach girls. Rini walking up. Some people digging treasures. Beverly Pamela Yeshi did not even wear bathing suits. Obviously not gay. That's her close up. Lina Yuan on the beach. Bikini on. Next thing will be in Toronto at City Cemetery. Lily, pay respect to Timmy. In Toronto, 1973. Hey and I pay respect to Tim. This was October 1973. He and I went to Timmy's cemetery with Lily, the three of us. Lily was taking this movie.
We heard also from the association with Cherish the morning after Marie McGovern from the
and this was at Lily's
and any day now running Nosack.
wedding briefly. Looks like they're coming to the church or leaving the church. Here's Lina. She was the bridesmaid. Lina Yuan. I was one giving Lily away. Lily's wedding. Lina was the bridesmaid. And I was representing Lily's father giving her away. Pretty dark. Looks like really dark in this picture. Now that was in the church, must be. And the page did not take too many feet long.
Would you help me trace this car? See the number on the matchbook is old and faded.
Really dark this because it's the same.
Living in LA with my best friend and spring break. Gosh, she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way it is?
1973 October. October 1973. Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York. 1973. I was in the airplane. I don't know which. On the way back. Still, it's me sitting in the airplane, flying to someplace. Grand Canyon. On top of Grand Canyon. In the airplane, taking a picture of Grand Canyon.
Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep it done.
Of the cloud.
Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can't find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine at the show.
Now back home,
Over on the floor,
Beverly and I was Paige's children. His children have just arrived from Taiwan. Yes, Joanne, 6 years old. Thomas, Stephen. Beverly and I give the English names to Paige's children. It's
Great song.
3 sons. Are named Joseph, Thomas, and Stephen. And the daughter, we call her Joanne. This was 1973. Right after we bought a new car. Pei finally managed to bring his 3 children over, and later on he will bring Joseph over also. So Thomas, Stephen, and Joanne. Joanne was the name we intended for our last baby. When the doctor told us we were going to have a baby girl, we decided to call her Joanne. But then Ronnie was born, so we called the baby boy Ronald Timothy Ye, and decided to reserve the name Joanne for Paige's daughter. Here's my wife Beverly, and Ming Ming, my oldest son Ming Ming, and followed by Richard, yes. And the car was brand new. We didn't even have the license plate yet. November 1973. Pei reunited with his 3 children from Taipei, Taiwan, Republic China. Yeah, we're taking them to Disneyland, I believe, to different places. Rachel Elfie sitting next to me. 1973, Rachel, 17 years old. A slow walking girl must be Elaine. And we were on our way to, looks like to Lake Tahoe again. On the way to Lake Tahoe. Levine, California. (1973 and 1974). Building a new house there. The house was being built in the winter of 1973 or 74. And Mimi's friend, Steve, and also Rox and Otto, all went down to help us to build the house. The house was being built by subcontractors, so we all stayed in Yankee Motel. In Paradise, Tahoe Paradise, Yankee Motel. It took us 3 or 4 years to build the place. Here we are painting the house while the builder was still building the house. We want painted house before winter comes. So we painted the house. Everybody's help. Here's Mimi, Beverly, Rachel, Elaine, and Ronnie. Ronnie was a little bit too young to do too much work. This guy was only about 12 or 13 years old. And he didn't want to do much work. In fact, he was the first time we went. Today is December 31st, 1986. Beverly and I were going to a New Year's Eve party at Long Beach on board Queen Mary. We are going to have a great time. This year has been a real good year. We got our first grandson, Thomas Douglas Gout, born September 3rd, Judas Elaine Ye Gout. And Thomas weighed about 7 pounds and 6 or 7 ounces, maybe 4 ounces. He was a real good baby. And at Christmas time, we all went to Mary's house. My niece, Mary, went. My sister Charles' daughter. And Ricky and Liz, and Christina, and also Henry, Elaine, and Thomas Scout, Bonnie, and Tracy. They all went to Mary's house for Christmas party. that, the next day, Beverly and I were together with the Yangs, Herman and Dorothy Yang. We went to the Death Valley, California, and also went to Betty, Nevada for a 2-day trip. So all in all, the holiday has been really pleasant, and I've been taping a lot of old movies, so that someday when we look back, indeed, 1986 has been a great year. We're looking forward to 1987 for another good year. Great news. Tracy, our youngest daughter-in-law, is expecting the first child. Is expecting hers and Rona's first child. So it'll be another grandchild for us in 1987. Good evening for now. Bye. Look to the camera and read.
This is the letter that we sent to our friends this year. It's dated December 1986. Dear friends, how time flies. We just celebrated Thanksgiving with our family and friends, and Christmas is just around the corner.
Yes.
We feel very blessed this year, and we hope you all had a wonderful year. Our year was highlighted with the arrival of our first grandson, Thomas Douglas, on September 3rd. Elaine is now devoting her full time to the care of her little son. He's just adorable. Elaine and her family live in El Segundo, which is not too far from us so we get to see the baby quite often. The Ng family had a fantastic reunion in Vancouver this summer. Over 60 of them, brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews congregated for 2 wonderful weeks together. It was a great time for us all to visit with one another. For some of us, it was the first time to meet. Best relatives came from Dawson Creek, Fort Erie, Montreal, New York, and Connecticut. It really is a big affair when we can all meet together. While in Vancouver, we were able to visit many friends and attend the air show in Abbotsford and Expo 86, of course. All those who live in and around Vancouver did a great job of coordinating all the festivities. This year, the nieces and nephews planned and cooked a great dinner for us all. We really appreciate all their efforts.
And now I was joining. You can just stand here.
Stay here with you?
Yeah. You can read the other one paragraph at a time, okay? Now, Ming is still a technical consultant, and his business took him to Los Alamos, New Mexico this year. He enjoys working for different companies and traveling around the U.S. And Beverly says, I wonder who takes after her.
Richard's job takes him to all parts of the U.S. too. We were delighted that Rick, Liz, and Chris decided to attend the family reunion in Vancouver. Chris was so happy to meet all her other cousins. Liz is currently teaching at the Gerber Nursery School in Irvine. She really enjoys children, and I think she has found a vocation that is very rewarding for her.
Ron and Tracy, of course, were at the reunion also. Ron works for the Jet Propulsion Lab, JTL, in Pasadena, and Tracy continues her education at California State University at Fullerton. By the way, they are now, the Tracy is expecting her first baby next year. Ron and Tracy will be parents next year, and we will be once again grandparents.
Paul and I continue to travel throughout the year as much as our time permits. We just returned from a trip to Washington, D.C. and New York. The fall foliage was so pretty. We enjoyed the visit, but we were glad to return to sunny California, where the temperature was 80 degrees.
Our very best wishes to you for a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Sincerely, Beverly
Pittsburgh
and
Symphony,
Paul.
the Indianapolis Symphony, Amsterdam's Concertgebouw Orchestra, London Symphony.
In 1968, in Taiwan, Beverly and I visited Taiwan for her first time, and we were on our way to Yuan Tong Temple.
The time is 10:32 in our major work. Simply number 4 by Schumann is upcoming over at the FAC in Los Angeles.
Well, some happy New Year. This is your Schumann talking.
KXFM, Thursday morning on the freeway. I'm Phil Henry. Here's an interesting quote. Stevie Nicks, Battle of the Dragon.
This was taken in front of my mother's grave. We always go back and pay our respect. Every time we go to Taiwan, and we will visit my mother's grave. This is our traditional way of bowing and kowtow in front of our ancestors.
Now, the Mesa RV Center doing this.
After that, now this is on a boat, and Beverly was Jean Shaw. Visit the natives in Long Tang. Long Tang, China. Yes, Jin Shaw and a number of other girls. Here, my brother Ching, my sister Jing, Wei Xin, and my brother Pei. And now here's my sister Xia, my niece Hannah, my nephew Victor. He is now walking down the steps. This was taken at my brother-in-law Zhong Nan's cemetery. He had a big Zhong Nan was buried in a place that has a big monument and a house. Living on a caretaker. Yes, the whole family lining up in front of Zhong Nan's cemetery to be on his back. This is family now in In a hotel, the garden. And now we have arrived back to the United States, and Hsia came to visit us in 1969. My sister Hsia. We were living in 5221. 5021 Cornell Avenue in Westminster. Hsia visiting Disneyland with us. And me, Hsia in the middle, and Beverly. In front of Magic Kingdom. First time Hsia visiting the United States since she graduated from the University of Wisconsin and returned to China in 1942. After 27 years, or maybe it's 1944, after 25 years. 25 years, Hsia is now visiting the United States. First time since the war. '69. The car I was driving was a 1967 Chrysler Newport. 1967 Chrysler Newport. So it was 2 years old. Now looks like Hsia is leaving for Hawaii. We were seeing her off at LA Airport. She was take Continental Airlines flying to Hawaii. 1969. After Hsia's visit to California, and she stayed with us for about three days.
We're going to start off with Denver psychic Lou Wright. Some of these are so strange. It says that Bert Reynolds and Wheel of Fortune hostess Vanna White will fall head over heels in love after meeting on a TV talk show. And Bert's longtime girlfriend Lonnie Anderson will sue him for palimony. It also says that Ted and Joan Kennedy will rekindle their love at the urging of Ted's mother, Rose, and will re-wed. And
Continental Airlines.
4 of these
leaving.
Famous psychics for 1987. We will get to some by Barbara Blanchett, so it's going to tell us about the Dallas folks and the Cosby folks.
Now this is thing. Looked like she was taking China Airlines, and oh, this is her arrival. She's back again. She went to Hawaii. It looks like she's back again. '69, and Ronnie was only 9 years old.
Very happy New Year to you. Remember that they were already filming cuts now, but don't feel like please start Christmas. Well, because it takes, they say, 21 days to regular habit and form a new one. So if you're running 86, you've got to the 21st of January before you're locked in. You have this time to slide. Right now, you're doing the Sergio Mendes.
Well, let's play it back a little bit. Queen Mary's. This was taken in Queen Mary's. We were visiting My sister Shaw, my second elder sister Shaw, visiting California in 1969. After 25 years since graduation from University of Wisconsin. On board Queen Mary. And last night we went to Queen Mary again for the New Year's Eve party. We witnessed the arrival of 1987 with a lot of firework on board Queen Mary. I will bring this back again. We will run this over. On board Queen Mary with my sister Sean. $1969. This was almost 18 years ago now. 1969, Shaw visited California. And this year, we were on board Queen Mary to witness the arrival of 1987. We were attending the New Year's party. 1987 New Year's party. 1987. Okay. Forward again. Queen Mary. Long Beach, California. See my sister, Catherine Hsia-Ti Fu. Catherine Hsia-Ti Fu. My second elder sister. She has a PhD from University of Wisconsin. And then she was principal or the president of Taipei Teachers College in Taipei, Taiwan, Republic of China. My sister, Catherine Hsia-Ti Fu. She passed away in 1981, in August, at the age of 67. This was taken almost 17 years ago. 1972. 1972. So looks like during the second visit to our new house, we went to Queen Mary. So this must be 1972. Wasn't 1969. The first one taken was 1969. 1972. Almost 15 years ago. My sister Hsia kissing Ronnie at the airport. All the way back to Taiwan. Lake Tahoe. Building a new house there. Back in 1972. Lake Tahoe, 199 Crystal Air Drive, South Lake Tahoe, California. Beverly and I were building a new chalet. It looks like the steps not even in there yet. Just Ronald Timothy here throwing the snow down the house, down the balcony. Lake Tahoe Cottage, 1973. Beverly and I on top of the balcony overlooking Crystal Air Drive. And this is next to the Lake Tahoe, the lake shore, and with the background of the cloud and the lake. Winter time, really cold. 1973, winter time. We were in Lake Tahoe for either the Christmas or Thanksgiving. In the background, that's snow-covered mountains. Again, on the balcony of all house in Lake Tahoe before it was completed. The window, the living room window was still boarded with wood. Here's Elaine, Richard. Me and Beverly went to Tahoe Keys. Tahoe Keys, a really windy place in the winter time, with the background of snow-covered mountains. Elaine and I dancing on the sidewalk, boardwalk. This section is now during the summer now. Later on during the summer, we were there again, once again, in Lake Tahoe. With Ronnie, Elaine, Richard, and Richard. Ming must be the one taking this movie. They all try to throw the stone into the lake. See which stone can stay on top of the lake longer. Still in Lake Tahoe, near the lake, in the woods. Probably it's on the way to Emerald Bay. When the car was driving, and someone was taking this movie. Well, whoever taking this movie is getting pretty. It's making people feel dizzy. It's not very good movie taker. Okay, this is at Panorama Ranch, looks like. Ponderosa Ranch, I think it was Ponderosa, U.S. Calgary. Somebody can take some chicken. The picture of the chicken. Here's Ming Ming. Ponderosa Ranch off Lake Tahoe. While we are visiting there. Elaine, this was Ronnie. Ronnie is sitting on top of the wagon, holding a gun as a cowboy. Here me sitting in the coach, Beverly and I sitting in a coach, and Judith Elaine. And then we were sitting on the merry-go-round in Lake Tahoe, California.
Hello, this is Susan Jaffe with the American Ballet Theater. For the most relaxing music in the Los Angeles area, I listen to KJOY, American Ballet Theater's official radio station for the 1986-87.
Beverly, Pamela, and I in the garden, some of the gardens. During the summer of the 70s. Look like this was in Northern California, Carmel. Golden Gate Bridge. Once again, Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Probably 1973, 1974, the 1970s. There is the garden of Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge Garden. Beautiful flowers. Well, this is North Vancouver. Vancouver, British Columbia. Beverly's parents' cemetery. This is the cemetery of Beverly's parents in Vancouver, British Columbia. This was during the summer of 1974. 73. Summer of 1973 or 74. Barbara James. James and Barbara, Beverly's brother and sister-in-law, second oldest brother. This was taken in front of James's house. And James is also using a movie camera, or using a camera taking picture of us. James's house in Vancouver, Columbia. Now we went to visit some place. This is a seagull flying. And here's Ronald Timothy Ye, with his big tongue stick out. On board of a boat. Probably on our way to Victoria again. Victoria, British Columbia. And Ronald Ye must be the one taking the picture because the wave. Well, here's Richard Alpha Ye on board of the boat. This looked like a bush garden in Victoria. So we were there. In Victoria, BC, Bush Garden. This picture is prettier, even prettier than the one we took this year, or last year, 1986. We also took some videotape. The dancing water. We took some.
I thought you said you'd never been to Butcher's Garden.
I did not. This was taken by Richard and you. And Ronald Ye, I think. The three of you went to Bush's Garden, Victoria, BC, 1974, 73 or 74, 73 with Richard Elfin, Beverly Pamela Ye, Mama. So this movie must be taken by the three of you. Sportsman's Moto Inc. Who's that girl? Roberta. And the girl with glasses on is Roberta. Here is Barbara and Beverly Ye in front of Barbara's house. And Beverly was wearing miniskirt. Here's James showing his seat and he's behind. 1973. Here's little Michael. Michael Ng. Ronald's cousin, Thomas. Here's Tom's. Beverly's brother's son. This looks like a wedding. This is a wedding. And the car looks like our son. It's Caroline's wedding. Caroline's wedding in 1973, right? 1973. Yeah, I went up there and then I flew back and then Ricky took a plane ride to Vancouver. This is a graduation day of Richard and Ming Ming. Ming Ming and Ricky graduated in 1973 from Westminster High School. And here are the girls who are just up leading the candidates, graduation candidates. So summer 1973, graduation ceremony, Westminster High School in Westminster, California. Ming Ming graduated in the regular class. But Richard, he was 1 year younger than Ming Ming, 16 months younger than me. He graduated 1 year ahead of him. Richard finished his high school in 3 years instead of 4, so he was graduated with honors in Ming Ming's class. Both of them would attend University of California in Irvine. Richard will be studying biological science Mimi will be studying electrical engineering. Well, this film is pretty pale, and obviously it's about the soldiers, the parade. And I don't know when we took this picture. I don't know when we took these movies. Look like my army maneuvering. Okay, here's Pei and his children in visiting us in California. Pei's children just arrived in California in November 1973, and now we are in Disneyland and showing the children the Disneyland in Anaheim. Now the tape is copied January 1st, 1987. That's indicated on the film. My brother Pei and his 3 children visiting Disneyland. Here's Elaine putting the gifts under the Christmas tree, under a white Christmas tree. And Leni took a ball. It's Mama. It's Ronald. Ronald Timothy Ye, the handsome kid putting gifts under the tree. In 1973 or 74 Christmas, here's Richard Elfin Ye in his red coat and putting the gifts under our Christmas tree. And here's Ming all dressed up. Ming very seldom dressed up with suit and tie on. Ming putting the gifts under the tree. He looks pretty handsome there. Here's me giving the gifts to Beverly Ye, my wife. And Beverly is sitting next to me. And here comes Elaine kissing her daddy. And here's Ronna. So Rachel was taking the picture. Next morning.